guys, this is Wes from Lyric English, where you get to learn English with all your favorite English songs. Today we're going to go ahead and do the song The One by Taylor Swift. It's a great track, you guys, and I hope that you love it. Let's go! I'm doing good, I'm on some new shit. Been saying yes instead of no. I thought I saw you at the bus stop, I didn't though. Okay guys, so let's have a look at the word thought. Okay, so what is a thought? So a thought is an opinion or an idea about something that we get when we think, okay? That we get from thinking. That is a thought, okay? And what does though mean? So though is an indication that something happened in spite of something else, right? So I'll give you an example. Like, let's say some little guy won a fight, though he was smaller than the guy who was fighting, right? Okay, so that means that he won the fight in spite of the fact that he was smaller than the other person he was fighting with, okay? So it's an indication that something happened in spite of something else, okay? Something happened even though it shouldn't really have happened, right? You wouldn't think so, okay? I hit the ground running each night. I hit the Sunday matinee. You know, the greatest films of all time were never made. Okay guys, so let's have a look at the word matinee. What is a matinee? So a matinee is an afternoon show, guys. There used to be, a while ago there was a lot of theater shows that people used to go to, and a matinee was the afternoon shows that they would put on at those theaters. They were, okay, right. I guess you never know, never know. And if you wanted me, you really should have showed. And if you never bleed, you're never gonna grow. And it's alright now. Okay guys, so let's have a look at the word bleed. So what does bleed mean? Well, if you bleed, it means that you are losing blood, right? Okay, so there's blood coming out of you. That's what it means to bleed, okay? Yeah, and obviously, or it could just mean that you've been hurt in some way, right? Okay, and that's how she's using it over here. Even though she wasn't really physically cut and bleeding, she's been hurt emotionally, okay? But we were something, don't you think so? Roaring 20s, tossing pennies in the pool. Okay guys, so let's have a look at the word roaring. What does roaring mean? So a roaring is a loud, rough sound, violent kind of sound that somebody lets out, okay? You can see lions roar all the time, right? They go roar, and that's a roar, okay? And yeah, so it's just a really loud, rough, violent sound, okay? And what does tossing mean? So if you toss something, it means you're throwing something gently. You're just throwing something casually, okay? You're not putting a lot of effort or a lot of force into throwing something, but you're throwing something just, a little bit ahead. Okay, that's what tossing means. And obviously if you're tossing pennies, it just means, well, you're just gently throwing a penny into like a pool, okay? Like over here. And if my wishes came true, it would have been you. Okay guys, so let's have a look at the word wishes. What is a wish? Okay, so wishes are things that we really want to happen. We really want them to happen. We really want them, okay? But they probably won't really ever happen, okay? Those are wishes. They might happen, but they probably won't happen, okay? In my defense, I have none for never leaving well enough alone. But it would have been fun if you would have been the one. Okay guys, so let's have a look at the word defense, okay? So what does defense mean, okay? So defense is looking after yourself, right? If something is trying to hurt you, okay, and you look after yourself, you are defending yourself. That's what defense is. You're looking after yourself when something is trying to hurt you, okay? Right. I have the stream, you're doing cool shit, having adventures on your own. You meet some woman on the internet and take her home. We never painted by the numbers, baby, but we were making it count. You know the greatest loves of all time are over now. Okay guys, so you know the greatest loves of all time are over now, sorry. Okay guys, so let's have a look at this expression over here, to make it count, okay? So she says over here, but we were making it count. So what does that mean? Well, I'm sure we all know that if you count, it means you're looking at how many of something there is, right? So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 fingers on a hand, right? But the expression to make it count, to make something count, means something really different, okay? It means that you make something really important, really special, so that you use it to the best of your abilities. You really take advantage of what you've got. That's what it means to make something count, right? You use it to the best of your ability, okay? I guess you never know, never know. And it's another day waking up alone. But we were something, don't you think, baby? Roaring 20s, tossing pennies in the pool. And if my wishes came true, it would have been you. In my defense, I have none for never leaving well enough alone. But it would have been fun if you would have been the one. Okay guys, so I'm just going to quickly look at that also, you know, that expression, the one. So what is the one? So if you say somebody is the one, it means they're the person that you should be spending your whole life with, right? They're the ones you should marry, you should settle down with, okay? That's what the one is when we're using it in a romantic sense, or in a relationship sense, okay, right? When we use it when we're talking about a relationship, okay, between a boy and a girl, something like that. Okay. I persist and resist the temptation to ask you, if one thing had been different, would everything be different today? Okay guys, so let's have a look at the word persist, okay? So what does it mean to persist? Well, it means that you push through something even though it's really difficult, right? So even though something's really hard to get through, you push through it and you get through it. That's what it means to persist through something. And what does resist mean? So if you resist something, it means that you stand up against something. Even though something is trying to push you over, is trying to overwhelm you, or, you know, in some way squash you, if you resist, it means you're standing up against it, right? You're pushing back against it. That's what it means to resist something, okay? And what does temptation mean? Well, temptation is when you want something, you really want something, like you want something, okay? But it's usually something that's kind of bad, that you shouldn't really go for, right? Okay, because it's kind of bad in a way, you know, that's temptation, right? It's like when you want something that you shouldn't really, you really shouldn't be wanting, okay, right? Yeah. We were something, don't you think so? Rosé flowing with your chosen family, and it would have been sweet if it could have been me. Okay guys, so let's have a look at the word rosé. Okay, so what is rosé? So rosé is that nice, that pink wine, okay? That the wine that is just a little bit pink, you know what I mean? That's rosé. And flowing, what does flowing mean? Well, if we're talking about a liquid, okay, like rosé, okay, like wine, flowing means that a liquid, that a fluid is moving like continuously through something, right? Like a river. Like a river just carries on flowing, it carries on, the water carries on moving through the river at a steady pace, okay? That's what flowing means, okay? And over here, rosé flowing, she's talking about the wine flowing. They're obviously drinking, okay, or something like that. Okay. In my defense, I have none for digging up the grave another time, but it would have been fun if you would have been the one. Okay, guys, so let's have a look at the word digging. So what does it mean if you're digging something up? Well, it means you are breaking the ground, right? You're breaking the ground and you're taking dirt and you're moving it to another place, okay? You're moving dirt to make a hole, okay? That's what digging is. And what is a grave? So a grave is like those holes that people dig if you want to obviously bury something that is dead, right? You want to put something dead in a hole. That is a grave, okay? But this expression over here, digging up the grave, okay, she's not actually talking about, digging a hole to bury somebody in it, right? She's talking about, she's bringing up this relationship that she had with this guy, okay? Even though that relationship is dead, right? That relationship is over. And she's bringing it up again. That's what it means to dig something up. When we're talking about a concept, okay? Like an idea, like a relationship, okay? Over here. She's not literally talking about digging somebody a hole to put them in. She's talking about the fact that she's thinking about a relationship that went on in the past. It's now over. Okay? It's dead. Okay. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed that and I hope that you learned something. As always, I'm going to leave a link in the description below where you can download today's song and practice it to the sound of the actual artist's voice. And if you are enjoying these videos, guys, could you please like, subscribe, share a comment, and also click on the notifications button so you can see when I'm releasing any new content. Also, if you have any friends that are looking to learn English, maybe share these videos with them and you can learn English together. Okay guys, really looking forward to seeing you on the next episode. Peace out.